So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Chance to finish! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision. Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility...
De Bruyne! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's a key interception. Deftly away. And here's Musiala. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. Costacurta. He's going for goal! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Totti. Musiala. And he'll shoot here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That's a little off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Akpa. He won't be happy with that one. Shot at goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's De Bruyne. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect. And Batistuta! Just a whisker away. Akpro.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would...
Totti! Oh, there's the clearance. And it's a corner. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Costacurta. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Showing good feet. Zeroli. Big header! Harmlessly behind. Couldn't squeeze it through. Totti. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he's let fly! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Spread neatly.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Mohamed Salah charging forward, the ball at his feet. Speculative strike. Decent enough try.
Mohamed Salah really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Akpro. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want...
And Batistuta! They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's one-on-one, decent hit! And more, and more, and more! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Akpro. Milan are coasting towards victory. Can he latch on to this? It's run loose here. Julio Cesar gets rid without sophistication. And it's Totti. Has a look and plays it forward. Musiala! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Two minutes to be added on. They really do have to make something of this. And we're done. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.